program, and the second time he tried to throw a punch and he got caught.
Not giving you much time there, Matt.
Yeah, moving right along.
Please welcome the blue corner, Xiong.
This has been a pretty exciting night. A lot of finishes.
We have our first Hong Kong fighter of the night. Dixin Xiong, or I think as we would call him in the Mandarin language, Xiong Dixin. This is the heaviest weight class of the night, Matt. Yeah?
I believe it is. These are the big boys. I know Dixin Xiong comes in as a purple belt in Jiu-Jitsu. So we'll probably be looking for him to take the fight to the ground.
Now, with a lot of these heavier fighters, Matt, you don't see them in as good a shape as the smaller fighters. Is there a reason for that? Or is it a strategy?
You know, it kind of depends on the fighter. With these guys, may just be they just don't like to exercise too much, but you never know.
Tank Abbott style from back
exactly.
in the day, right?
Just because they look a little heavy doesn't mean they can't move fast, though. I just saw Hanniibal earlier do a backwards handstand from sitting position.
Yeah, sometimes I think as viewers of the sport, we mistake the size for slowness and lack of agility, right?
Right.
Whereas these guys can move, these guys can punch, and like you said, a back handstand
from sitting.
I'd be out of commission for years if I tried that.
I don't think I can do that.
Not a very far trip coming from Hong Kong.
Yeah.
So jet lag and all of those things don't set in for him.
Probably not an issue.
I think it's about an hour and a half flight. You thinking about going there too, I heard?
Yeah, I'm going to be going there in a couple of days, actually. I'll know firsthand.
Hopefully these guys can keep toeing the line. We've seen some really good fights so far tonight.
Yeah, good thing about heavyweight fights is they tend to not go the distance because they don't really have the gas tank to take that kind of risk. And I know Hanniibal Wu likes to finish fights ASAP.
One major disadvantage to Dixin Xiong, I've seen a few fights in the past, is his lack of defense. He likes to keep his hands around his waist, which is not really an advantage in this style of fighting.
And that may come from his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background, where he's probably looking to shoot in, looking to grab the legs, do takedowns, not focusing too much on the striking defense. But maybe he's learned from that fight. We'll see.
Perhaps he has.
We'll hope.
Please welcome the red corner,
Now we're going to welcome my favorite name of the night. His name is Hanniibal Wu. Now I know, Matt, you know a little bit about Hanniibal, right?
Yeah, I actually trained with him a few times. He's a very good wrestler, good jiu-jitsu, and he's got heavy, heavy hands. And don't let his physique fool you. This guy, he can move.
And he's coming into this fight with an advantage, correct?
Yes, that's true. Xiong. That's a hard name for me to pronounce.
Xiong
Dixin is coming in. He came in overweight, much like our fight earlier today. So he'll also be having the 2-point deduction.
So we have the same situation we have with the first fight between Park and Wu.
Yeah, that's actually kind of interesting when you think about it, because it's also similar stylistically. We have two grapplers coming in. One is overweight and is going to have a weight advantage.
And two countries that are fairly close to each other. I think we're going to see a bit of a brawl here. And then we're going to see Hanniibal Wu maybe come out on top and keep it going for Taiwan, man.
That's the local dream.
He is set, he is ready, but he's not playing baseball. You gotta lose those those glasses, Hanniibal.
Yeah, I wonder what the logic behind the glasses are.
Perhaps it's just cool. Perhaps it's just cool. Did you bring your sunglasses tonight?
I did not.
That's too bad.
That's because I'm not cool.
I think we're floating in the same boat. Now, I know when it comes to fighting, or any sport, to have the crowd behind you is a really good thing.
Yes.
Now, in your opinion, are there any disadvantages to having the crowd behind you?
Well, the disadvantages could be the adrenaline dump. You could be just too excited that by the time you get to the fight starts, you've lost it all. Or you might just try to be overly aggressive when you shouldn't be.
The tail of the tape. And we got Hanniibal Wu coming in, the older of the two at 33 years old. The height advantage goes to Dixin Xiong, 177. The weight issue is at 95 kilos to Dixin Xiong. And the reach is about the same at 178 and 179. Again, this is the third of fourth fight where we saw an age discrepancy.
Yeah, I've noticed that actually. So this fight is going to be pretty interesting because Xiong Dixin comes in with that jiu-jitsu advantage, I would say, over Hanniibal. But Hannibal's background in wrestling may just counter that.
And you also mentioned earlier that Hanniibal is a heavy hitter.
He's a heavy hitter.
And if Dixin comes in with his hands down, ready to scrap it out, he could be in big trouble.
Exactly. This could be a quick fight.
Come from Chinese Taipei, 代表 iFighting 进行式格斗馆 CTBJJ Hanniibal Wu 人物吴志胜，场上裁判
Definite local favorite.
No, referee Jeff.
He definitely has the expression deserving of his name.
Jeff?
No, Hanniibal.
Oh, sorry, I think I misunderstood you there. I thought you weren't being too nice to our referee, Jeff, there.
Nah, he's a good guy.
Jeff's a good guy.
Explaining the 2-point deduction. This fight, however, I don't think that 2-point deduction is going to play much effect because I believe this fight is not going to go the distance.
There's no 2-point deduction for a straight right to the chin.
For a knockout, yeah. Or a submission. Oh, no. Oh. Just got to watch out. Just don't want to be too aggressive.
Another strong right hand by Xiong. I think Hanniibal is teetering a little bit.
Yeah. These are big boys, man. It doesn't take much. And it looks like he's learned to keep his hands up, too. Oh, I think he caught him again.
Oh! Left, right! Down he goes!
Down he goes!
Ground and pound! Hanniibal jumps on him.
Hannibal's...
He's got to protect himself, or the referee's going to stop this one.
It's real close.
He's in big trouble.
He's controlling the arm, so... But this is where Hanniibal thrives, right here in this like side control or half guard position, where he can just pressure you and punch you.
Just a filthy combination by Hanniibal.
Oh, leg lock. If Hanniibal does have a weakness, it is his leg locks defense.
He's got to be very, very careful as Xiong has a strong grip on that left foot.
Strong grip on the ankle, and he's bringing him down. As long as Hanniibal can keep his knee outside like that, he'll be fine. But this is kind of where Xiong wants the fight, or Dixin Xiong wants the fight. He is a jiu-jitsu purple belt.
I was very surprised that Hanniibal jumped back in.
Yeah, well, he's, you know, wrestlers like to be on top where they can just smash.
Again, you can see the cut over the left eye of Xiong. It's not really bothering him yet, but if that starts to bleed, it affects your vision. You're in big trouble with those haymakers coming from Hanniibal.
Yeah, and the referee could just stop it, too, if he thinks it's too bad. So this is where Hanniibal probably wants to hang out. He just kind of not in the closed guard. I think ideally, okay, now he's in the closed guard. Let's see what Xiong tries to do. A lot of wrestlers, they're content with just sitting in the guard like this, where they just kind of, what they call lay and pray.
Well, I was talking to a good friend of mine today, and he was saying that, you know, gone are the days of the triangle because a lot of guys won't try to posture up too much.
Yeah. It's also hard to throw triangles when you're getting punched in the face.
I put that same guy in a triangle, actually.
Showed him.
Now, Xiong has to try to keep him close. He can't let him posture up and ground and pound.
He doesn't want him to posture up, but he doesn't want him to be too low. Oh, a big head.
Strong right hand to the chin of Xiong.
Oh, gotta watch out for those up kicks. Hanniibal Wu is dropping bombs. I can hear them all the way from over here. I don't think Hanniibal Wu wants to play the stand-up game with him. I think this is where he's comfortable, just on top, where he can just ground and pound. Oh.
He did earlier land those bombs standing up, but he's also been just smashing face.
Which is why I'm a little surprised. I feel like he was doing slightly better in the stand-up. He has to watch. It's real common for wrestlers to hang out right here, trapping one leg in half guard. Oh,
another strong right hand.
Jesus.
This has become a Catholic show.
I can just hear it. They're on the other side of the ring, and I can hear it like it's over here.
It's okay. Hopefully we have a beat button for that one, ladies and gentlemen. So like you said, wrestlers like to hang out here. When he gets his chance, he'll continue to land those right bombs over and over and over again.
Xiong's doing a decent job using that shin to keep him away, but Hanniibal Wu is somewhat controlling that too. See, he can't get close enough to throw the real big power shots.
And like you said, he has to be aware of those kicks from Xiong lying on his back.
I'm not sure if he can kick him while Hanniibal has both knees on the ground. I think it's illegal, but if he were to stand up, then he can easily get kicked in the face. What I would like to see Hanniibal do is get that knee up behind him, past that knee, so he can get into like a real half guard where he can just really start pressuring and punching.
Oh, you want him to slip around the leg so he can get in there and get some more of those strong right punches in.
Because that shin is keeping him away, so he can't throw his heaviest punches. Dixin is doing a good job with that shin, but he needs to do something with it.
Hannibal's not really trying to evade it at all.
No, he's not committing to anything. I think he's content with just winning the round like this.
Which, from a fighter's point of view, is good, but from the fans' point of view, they want to see a little bit more of that ground and pound.
I'm actually surprised it's going to the second round. It was almost finished there.
But again, like you mentioned in the first fight with Wu, Hanniibal also didn't really aggress or go after that final.
After that initial barrage, he probably was worried about gassing himself out, which is a common thing that happens if you don't finish the fight.
Here we're going to take a look at some of these strong right hands to the face of Xiong.
Yeah, Xiong is doing a good job of blocking a lot of those punches. See where that purple belt is coming in handy. Some strong up kicks here.
But you could tell that Xiong knew he was in trouble.
Yeah.
So when he got to his back, he was able to put that leg up into the chest of Hanniibal Wu, keep him at a arm's length / leg's length, if you will, and maintain the distance.
Maintain the distance. He still got hit, but as you can tell by his eye, but nothing to knock him out with.
He still looks like he's ready to go.
Yeah, I think he was able to fully recover.
All right, here we go. Round 2, the big boys.
Let's see if Hanniibal looks to...
Again, he seems to be stepping right into that right hand.
Hanniibal got caught.
Here we go.
Big punches.
Just pounding on the ground, ground and pound, pound and ground.
Here comes that shin again. What Xiong needs to do is, now that he has this shin, he needs to get close to him with an underhook on the right side. Get his right arm underneath the left arm of Hanniibal, where he can use that to get an angle and stand up. Or try to get back to guard, which I don't think I would really recommend against Hanniibal.
And I don't think it's in Xiong's best interest to try to be throwing punches from his back.
Yeah, I never understood that from fighters, but I can't say much, I guess. He's trying for a triangle.
Now again, Hanniibal has to be very careful with his arms here.
Hanniibal knows his jiu-jitsu, though. He's no slouch. Comes to like arm bars and triangles, it's going to be pretty hard to get him with those because he knows how to defend them.
And again, Matt, as you mentioned earlier, we're pretty sweaty at this point.
Yeah.
So it's really, really hard to get a firm grip on somebody.
Especially when all you're relying on is wrist control here, which is mostly what Xiong is doing. He just tries to grab these wrists. Hanniibal just pummels out.
Oh, nice right hand by Hanniibal.
Big punch.
Oh, these punches hurt.
Yeah.
They all hurt.
There's an old saying, you punch a black belt once, he becomes a brown belt. You punch him again, he becomes a purple. At this rate, I don't know what Dixin is.
He might have gone all the way down to white belt, Matt. He's gone all the way down. He's fallen into my category. But again, Hanniibal looks very, very comfortable.
Yeah,
in the position he's in.
He's in no danger right here. He's not in danger of being choked or submitted. Dixin is just, he's not really in too much danger himself, but he's losing this fight.
So it's the dangerless zone.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
Yeah, that's a good ref stand-up. When this fight is standing, it's anybody's game, it seems like. These guys are just catching each other.
Well, you can feel right now. They're strong
yeah,
right hand by Xiong.
Strong punches, man. Nice whizzer. Oh, a knee.
Oh, a knee to the chin of Xiong. Like you said, they stand up. You don't know it's 50-50,
yeah.
flip a coin.
I have to give credit to Hanniibal Wu's chin. He can definitely take him.
I think they're both doing quite a good job in terms of chins.
Dixin definitely learned from his last fights.
There's no Glass Joe out there, Matt. You can see that both fighters are starting to labor. Whoa, he just missed him with a roundhouse.
Wow. Dixin's hands are starting to fall low. Could be problematic if...
Strong left hook by Xiong. The shove, Hanniibal. Hannibal's hurting, Matt.
Hanniibal needs to... He's throwing a lot of these haymakers. Throwing from his hips, throwing from like outer space. Whereas Dixin is throwing punches from the inside. See, he's throwing straights. Hannibal's throwing hooks. Real wide hooks.
Xiong's throwing punches like a boxer.
Yeah.
Hannibal's throwing punches like a Hanniibal.
Like, yeah. Like a man named Hanniibal.
Again, I don't think Hanniibal wants to find himself in a haymaker match.
Yeah. It takes more energy to do that, too. There you go. That's a nice straight. Oh.
Three strong punches off the chin of Hanniibal. He's got to be very careful here.
Oh. These punches...
Looks like the ref has...
That might have been a hit to the back of the head.
Technicality on the back of the head?
Yeah. It didn't look like it, though. It looked like he got hit more in the ear.
So he's going to give him a minute?
I think he... No, I'm not sure. I think it might be 5 minutes. Usually for these kind of things, like growing shots, hits to the back of the head, they get 5 minutes.
To me, I thought we had a pretty good angle. It didn't look like a shot to the back of the head. It looked like a shot to the side of the face.
Side of the face, kind of. Say it was more like to the ear.
Now there will be a point deduction?
No, first time it's usually a warning.
There's
a
female in the crowd who's quite vocal this time around.
Could be Hannibal's family. Oh, that's what I was saying about the leg kick without a setup. You throw the leg kick, you don't set it up, you're going to eat a straight punch. Or a hook in that case.
He was winding up to throw a punch like Popeye there. Again, he needs to be careful. He's leaving himself wide open for those right hooks.
Hanniibal will not go down.
Another left to the face.
He's getting caught. He's getting caught.
Oh, he's in big trouble here. He's in big trouble.
In big trouble.
Someone's going to go down, folks.
The mouthpiece comes out. Wow. Hanniibal is not backing down.
Flurry of punches from both fighters, Matt.
Both fighters. They just stood there and they just swung. Who's the alpha male?
I'm not sure we know the answer to that yet. But I'm pretty sure I know the answer that I'm not. You can hear those punches as if you're in the ring.
As if, and they're on the other side of the ring from us too. I don't know, man. Those punches look like they were on the side. See here, you can see Dixin is throwing straighter punches than Hanniibal. Hanniibal is throwing
right, left, These punches are all landing.
He might have been rocked right. Oh, a good one on his way back. Actually, I would say Hanniibal Wu got the better of those.
I don't think I've seen a flurry of punches like that in years.
Yeah. I got to eat my own words here. I didn't think this was even going to go to a third round.
Well, they've been eating punches. You've been eating words.
Gotta eat my
I'm pretty hungry. I'd like to eat something. Again, no shortage of action in these fights.
Yeah, it's
if you missed out on these fights tonight, you missed out on something good.
Especially for heavyweights, man. For them to go like this for 3 rounds, it's really impressive. Like I said, don't let the physique fool you, man. These guys, they can move. They can go.
I often say that about myself.
If I were in Hannibal's corner, I would be telling him that his game plan would be to get him against the cage, pressure him there, and start doing that dirty boxing.
You wouldn't tell him to stand in the middle and throw bombs for
kind of like this
5 minutes. And you can feel it. It's coming, right? It's coming.
Dixin's been throwing the straighter punches.
Of all the fights we've seen so far this evening, these seem to be the 2 toughest men, or toughest fighters, pardon me.
They got chins of steel.
Again, we think we can hear Hannibal's family members in the background.
There we go. Push him against. Oh, that was
strong knee
hard
to the belly. I was going to say gut, but I shouldn't say gut. To the stomach of Hanniibal. That's got to hurt, man.
That definitely made him rethink his plan right there, because he went in for a takedown and then he decided, yeah, I'm not doing that.
But again, coming back to what you said about agility, that's a strong knee to the stomach of Hanniibal Wu.
While getting pushed back.
It's almost as if Xiong is smiling at him, that he wants to stand in the middle of the ring and just throw haymakers.
Well, I feel like Xiong thinks he might have the advantage in this striking department. He's not trying to take him down. He's not trying to do anything other than just knock him out, it looks like. He's a bit of a headhunting right now.
But no matter how you look at it, it's not a great strategy in any form, is it?
Yeah. I want to see Hanniibal Wu. Oh, my God.
Another strong. Those leg kicks he's landing are bombs.
Those are big leg kicks. And the more he eats, the harder it's going to be for Hanniibal to move and shoot for his takedowns.
There's no shortage of eating in that ring.
It seems like it's what he wants to do. He wants to take him down, but they're really sweaty at this point.
And every time he goes in for the takedown, he's taking a strong knee, a strong leg, or a shot to the chin.
Yeah, there you go. He ate another leg kick. He's got a single. He needs to do something now.
Oh, here we go. This could be the end of it for Hanniibal Wu if he gets into that haymaking.
Hannibal's getting tired. All these shots take a lot of energy.
And it's the 3rd round. They're halfway through the 3rd round.
For heavyweights to go like this.
You can hear all of that crowd is behind Hanniibal.
They're all behind
That's
him.
got to do something for your adrenaline.
Let's see him do something with it.
You can hear in the background, they're saying, keep your hands up.
Yeah, he needs to take, Hanniibal could take advantage of Xiong's hands starting to fall.
Well, like I mentioned before, it seemed as if that's the way Xiong fights most of his fights, which don't really end that well for Xiong.
He was doing good in the 1st round, but you can, you know, I don't blame him for putting his hands down at this point.
Again, I can feel the flurry is coming.
This might be just a recovery period before the next, or the final flurry.
I'm pretty sure that's his girlfriend or his wife or his mother saying, put your hands up.
Yeah.
Oh, tagged again. Heavy pounded. Hanniibal throws it right at his own and Xiong lost it. Here we go. We're into a haymaker match, folks.
Hannibal's back's against the cage.
Oh, Hannibal's in big trouble here, folks.
Nice takedown. Will be able to finish it. He's pretty close, but that.
More strikes than a Canadian labor union. Can I say that?
These guys are just sock 'em, bop 'em.
I'm not sure they have anything left in the mat. I think we might see the fight end like this.
If it ends here, it's in Hannibal's favor. Nice. This is where Hannibal's wanted to be the whole fight.
It only took him 2 rounds and 90% of the 3rd round.
This will look good in the judges' eyes. Just the question is, will it be enough?
It's got to be hats off to both of these fighters.
Yeah.
And that was 3 rounds of pure haymaking fun.
And hats off to Dixin, because it looked like this fight was going to end in the first in
30 seconds?
Yeah.
There you go, folks. Another wonderful fight here in Taipei.
Crazy.
You have to definitely congratulate both of these fighters. They laid it all out there in the ring.
And I said this fight would end early, but I'm kind of glad it didn't, because they put on a show for us.
Yeah, it might not have been a defensive show, Matt.
Yeah.
But a show nonetheless. It looks as if Taiwan's going to continue their undefeated run here.
Yeah, we have to remember there was that 2-point deduction that happened earlier. And even though I think Dixin may have won, he definitely won the 2nd round, in my opinion. The 3rd round was a little close.
It never ceases to amaze me to take so many hard bombs.
Look at these guys.
On the chin.
1, 2. That takedown at the very end may have saved Hannibal.
The nail in the coffin, but the coffin never really came.
Yeah.
I think Hannibal's going to sleep. Again, his female supporter yells out her cheers.
That's the one person he probably doesn't want to disappoint the most.
I think that's why he won.
Yeah, that's what drove him.
Let's turn it over to the announcers.
1号裁判29比26 Judge number 1 29 to 26 2号裁判28比27 Judge number 2 28 to 27 3号裁判29比26 Judge number 3 29 to 26本场比赛以3比0一致判定，获胜的是 The Red Corner，
I don't think there was a question there, Matt.
Yeah.
We were pretty sure that Hanniibal was going to take this one away. And there's his supporter.
That's disappointing for Dixin Xiong, because he put up a really good fight that match. If that 2-point deduction didn't happen, he may have come up on top.
I don't think there's much to shake your hat at when it comes to Dixin Xiong. He put on a match for us.
He definitely put it all out there.
I would invite him to my party.
He has nothing to be ashamed of.
I think he's kind of going to be kicking himself coming in overweight, right?
I did my time, and I was